Hello?
Hi, is Rebecca there?
Yeah, this is her.
Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
I'm calling because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone. His name is Mark.
Oh.
And you met Mark out at a club, and then you guys went to dinner. And ever since your date, you haven't responded to any of his phone calls or text messages. So he emailed us and was like, can you guys see if you can call her and find out what went wrong?
This is really bizarre.
He told us how you guys went out, and then you said you had to meet up with some friends. Was the friends thing an excuse to get out of the date?
He was, he was nice.
You still haven't answered my question, Rebecca. Did you make up the fact that you were meeting up with your friends later as an excuse to get out of your date with him? I'm going to take that as a yes.
Yeah, just take that.
Move on.
So why'd you do that? What was so bad about the date?
For me, I'm more like old-fashioned when it comes to dating and stuff, and I definitely believe that a gentleman should act a certain way, and I kind of feel like he fell short of my expectations.
Do you mean, was he not opening doors? And
when we first met up, when he came to my house to pick me up, I was waiting for him at the door, and I just felt like, he came to greet me, and that was fine, and he gave me a hug, and then I was kind of just waiting, for him to kind of set the tone of the date, especially with the first impression. He just didn't really do it right.
What did you want him to do? A hug sounds pretty good to me. I don't know.
I just think like when a gentleman comes to pick up a lady, he should bring her like a little token of his appreciation, like flowers or maybe a stuffed animal or something. It doesn't have to be anything, expensive, but just something to say hi and, I appreciate you taking the time to go out with me tonight.
So he didn't bring you essentially a gift, and that upset you?
Yeah.
Wait, do most men... Okay, hold on. Do most men bring you a gift when you go out on a first date? Because I've never encountered it.
Not every time, but the ones that don't bring me a gift don't really see me ever again, and the ones that do, I'm willing to take the next step or maybe a second date. And I know a lot of people will call me old-fashioned. I feel like you kind of feel that way, and maybe I am, and maybe you're not. People just do things differently and have different standards and stuff.
Okay, how was everything else? How was everything else on the date other than the fact that he did not bring you a gift?
He seemed genuinely nice, and it did start off a little sour, and when it kind of starts off that way, it's hard to really get like the butterflies going and stuff like that.
He said when he picked you up that there was a moment where you just stood at the door.
Well, I just thought that he was going out to get the gift after he came up empty-handed at first. I thought he was picking up on what was happening.
He's like, I'll wait here.
So you assumed that he was going back to his car to grab you, whatever it was.
Yeah, I thought he had forgotten it in his car.
So you knew in that moment when you were at the door and he had nothing for you that you would never go out on a date with him again?
I didn't know at that moment. I thought maybe somewhere down the line there would be like a surprise or maybe a gift waiting like on the seat in the car or at the restaurant or something like that. But yeah, then when I realized, it kind of just fizzled out for me.
So he took you out the whole time and no gift.
What a jerk.
Right, no gift.
Man. You know what? I think he should realize that he needs to be more of a gentleman, and we should tell him that.
Go for it.
Well, how about you tell him? Because he's actually on the line listening right now.
Hi, Rebecca.
Oh, my God. I didn't know you were there.
Yeah. Listen, Rebecca, I'm really sorry. I had no clue what your expectation was for our date.
I mean, I don't think it's too much of an expectation for a girl to feel like excited and appreciated the first time she goes out, and it just didn't really live up to what I thought you were gonna be when you showed up without like a gift or something. I mean, I don't have time to teach a guy how to be romantic.
You're right. I completely agree with you. I don't know. I don't know where my head was. I definitely should have, brought something.
Are you serious right now, Mark?
Thank you, Mark. I do appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no. I mean, people have their ways, and she's absolutely beautiful, and she knows it, and she deserves to be treated from the very beginning just like that.
God.
She's like putting like all the emphasis on material things, right?
I wouldn't say like material things. I mean, I don't care. He could have read me a poem at my door, and that would have been something. It doesn't have to be something that costs money. You know what I mean? Just a gesture.
You actually want a man to stop and read you poetry when he picks you up.
She's old-fashioned, Brooke.
That's just awkward.
I mean, what's awkward about a guy who is trying to actually woo a girl and, be old-fashioned and be romantic? If you don't like romance, I mean, that's on you, but I would like to feel something when I meet someone.
Yeah, sometimes you want a guy to show up and read you a sonnet. It's like a Shakespeare type experience.
But like I said, it could have been anything. I mean, I'm not expecting diamonds. It's just the thought that goes into something like that, and a guy who knows how to treat a woman.
Listen, I totally understand what you're saying. I definitely should have been way more of a gentleman and much more attentive to your needs.
Oh my God!
You are kissing her ass.
I'm really sorry I didn't get you a gift.
Hey, Rebecca, if you think about it right now, this is sort of a gift.
Yeah.
Right? He went through all this effort to try to get a second date with you. Would you like to go on a second date with him? We will pay for it.
And Rebecca, I promise I will get you 2 gifts. One to make up for the last time, and one for this time.
You hear that, Rebecca? This could work out in your favor.
Oh my God.
2 gifts.
I mean, I really appreciate the effort, and if you are willing to do that, I'd give you a second chance, even though I really shouldn't.
Oh my God.
A real man would just know, but you have gone through all these great lengths, and I'd say okay.
Oh my God.
I promise you won't be disappointed.
There you go. Rebecca, you should know, a real man should already know, but sometimes a lady needs to teach a man how to act. And so maybe Mark just learned right now how to treat you.
I think we've made progress here today.
Wow.
So I will pay for a second date for you guys, but Mark, you get the gifts yourself, okay?
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, so that's a yes from both of you. You guys will go out again?
So weird.
Yes.
This is like the one time I don't like that they're dating.
Oh my God, and he's gonna be like opening gifts on their date? Like,
Congratulations, you two.
Yep, thank you.
I feel like this is the start of something really good.
oh yeah.
By start of something good, I mean the start of Mark being bankrupt.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Allison, please?
this is Allison,
Hey, Allison, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
the radio show.
Yes.
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine.
I'm calling you actually because you recently went out on a date with a listener of our show.
I did.
Yeah. His name is Mark.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you've been blowing him off for a couple weeks since your date, and he asked us to call and see if we could find out why.
He said I was blowing him off.
He said he's been trying to go out with you ever since your date, and you keep, like, postponing it.
Yeah, but I'm not blowing him off. I genuinely just needed to postpone it.
Okay. Should I tell him that you're actually going to go out with him one of these days then?
Yes, absolutely.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I mean, this is just, it's important, and I want to make sure that, like, I'm totally there for it.
Okay.
So I just needed to have the right time.
Are you trying to end another relationship?
No, definitely not. No, I'm single.
Okay.
Well, Mark wants to know, because that's why he emailed us. Because you know how it is if you go out with someone and they keep, going, oh, hey, I can't go out this week, maybe next week, and then they keep doing that. At a certain point, you feel like they don't like you.
I never meant to do that. Like, that was not my intention at all. No, I just needed more time.
So
Okay, because he's starting to get that vibe from you that you don't want to go out with him. What can I tell him then?
Can you just tell him that I just needed a couple extra days just to kind of get some things together?
That sounds so sketchy, though, Allison.
But it's not. It really isn't sketchy. I just needed a couple more days. I promise. I really do like him.
Are you just like out of time? Like you don't have enough time in your day, and your job's really demanding, or?
I kind of would rather not tell you guys because I think it might sound crazy, and I would really not want to come off like a crazy person.
That makes me want to know even more what it is, Allison.
Yeah, I'm thinking like you're going to get a boob job or something, and you need to get that finished.
No, not at all. I just feel like this could be the most important second date of my life, and I'd really rather not ruin the surprise.
Whoa, you like him that much?
Wow.
I do. I mean, I've been working on this picture book for him for the last, couple of months, and I just want to make sure that it's perfect, and it's just not ready yet to give to him, and so I'm just trying to finish it.
You say you've been working on a picture book?
Yeah.
Have you
Of
even?
what?
I mean, I've been working on collecting some photos of the last, year or so of, I guess, of me liking him and, of our...
Allison, I guess I'm confused.
A year?
You guys went on that one date.
Yeah.
Right? Had you known each other beforehand? Because when we talked to him, he says that he knew you worked in the same building and you met, at a lunch.
Well, yeah, in terms of us dating, but I've known of him for about a year and a half or so. One of my girlfriends at work pointed him out to me, and we were with two totally separate groups, but our eyes met, and I just knew it was perfect. We were going to date.
Oh, God.
And so I had to wait it out.
So are the pictures, I guess I don't understand exactly what you're building. You said a picture book, but what is a picture book of? Collages or something?
Just who we were before we started dating. So, I went to his high school and I got his high school yearbook photo.
What?
With that in it. And I recently dyed my hair blonde, so I have the before and after photo, who we were before we got together.
And
Allison?
you're planning on giving him this on your second date.
Yeah.
And that's...
I think he'd really appreciate it. I think he'd really love it.
Wait, don't you have girlfriends to tell you that this is crazy?
This isn't crazy. It's a book of my feelings and all of what we were before we're gonna be together. And it's I know how much he likes blondes, and the fact that I went and dyed my hair blonde, he's just gonna appreciate it so much.
Allison, you know what? You're right. Allison,
Get married, we're gonna have this shown at the wedding of what our lives were like before we were together.
Allison, you know what? If somebody had done that for me on a second date, I would think that was so sweet.
You are such a liar.
No. I would think that, it'd be nice if somebody went to all that work for me. Give me a picture book of things for the last year.
Yeah, see?
No, Allison. No.
I just wanted it to be sweet, and that's why I can't see him yet. It's not ready.
All right, Allison. Well, then I will tell him to just hold tight, and you will eventually go out with him. That's the message you want me to pass along?
That's exactly it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Allison, I also need to let you know that Mark is on the other line and just heard that. Mark?
Yeah.
Say hi to Allison.
Oh my gosh.
Allison? What's going on? You've been collecting pictures of me, Allison?
What is going
Mark, it wasn't that you weren't supposed to find out about it this way. Like, I have this beautiful book that I've just been working on, and I just wanted you to see it, and I haven't been blowing you off, I swear.
So you've been working on this since way before we even met?
I mean, yeah, because you were in a relationship, and so I knew that we couldn't be together. I'm not that kind of girl. Like, of course I was going to wait until you were single.
How did you even know I was in a relationship?
I mean, like, we have mutual friends in at work, and so I just, I knew some things about you.
But you've been, like, stalking me for the past year?
No. I'm not that kind of crazy person. I'm not a stalker at all.
What kind of crazy person
I just
are
wanted
you?
to make sure that you knew what our life was like before, and it was documented.
Allison, this is creepy.
It's not at all. Like, it's really just meant to be sweet and endearing, and I mean, you're really gonna love it when you see it. I promise.
I feel unsafe.
I don't think anybody blames you for that, Mark.
Allison,
Holy cow.
I think you've officially scared Mark a little bit.
It's because of you. Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. He was supposed to see it on our date, and now you ruined it, and everybody knows it. I was supposed to show him this book, and he was supposed to just be so happy to see it.
Yeah, Allison, you know what? I'm sorry I screwed that up for you.
Thank you for the apology, but that doesn't change anything.
Allison, in your mind, how was this going to play out exactly? He was going to fall in love with you after you gave him a book?
Who the do you think you are?
Oh!
That is exactly what was supposed to happen.
Oh, honey.
Don't honey me. You know this was a genius plan, and you're just upset because you didn't think about it.
Oh, my gosh. There's so many things wrong with this.
You guys are such ass. How dare you spoil this
Allison,
on the radio for me?
Allison,
you ruined the surprise.
I don't know. Hey, Allison.
Everything. You made me
Look,
fucking everything.
Allison, I know that you're upset, but I haven't even asked if Mark will go out with you again. Like, the whole thing might not be ruined. Mark, would you like to go out with Allison again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No.
See? It's because of you. You
yes.
own this. You did this.
I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize, Allison. I think Allison's gone.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm scared for my safety. And Mark,
Yeah.
I think you might need to find a new job and a new town.
I think calling you guys might have literally saved my life.
I think you're right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alexa, please?
Hi, yes, this is she.
Hey, Alexa, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Jubal?
Mm-hmm.
From Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I think we should, let's say it again. Make it more true.
We are Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently met one of our listeners, and he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you're not calling him back. So he asked us to get you on the phone and try to reconnect you.
Really? That's really weird. Who is it?
Well, his name is Thomas. Do you remember Thomas?
I know one Thomas, a coworker, and I don't think that that's him.
Wow.
I don't know. He could be. He could be your coworker. I have no idea. It's a guy that you met at a Halloween party.
Oh, that Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was
Thomas.
Steve Jobs zombie.
Right.
Well, Thomas emailed us because he said that you guys hung out at that party and he really enjoyed spending time with you, and you told him to text you after and you guys could go out on a date, but apparently he's tried and you're not responding to him, so he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What a bummer.
What a
I don't know what to say.
What a
he's
bummer.
a bummer
Yeah,
or
what-
a bummer that we're calling?
I mean, it's just a bummer. It's unfortunate.
What is unfortunate?
Sometimes it's just, oh, this is really hard. You know how when you meet someone and later on you realize that they're not necessarily the person that you thought that you were meeting?
Yeah. So he was dressed up as a zombie Steve Jobs. Did you realize that he actually wasn't a zombie Steve Jobs, and that's what upset you?
You're not a zombie.
Yeah, wait a second.
I guess in a weird way, yeah, you're right.
Wait, I am right? That you were upset that he wasn't a zombie Steve Jobs?
Well, I thought the costume was really cool. I love Steve Jobs. And, he had the black turtleneck. His makeup was really cool. And after I met him, I went on Facebook and I checked him out. And, yeah.
Oh.
What? Yeah.
You're not attracted to him, are you?
No. I obviously had a bad case of costume goggles.
Costume goggles?
Man.
What's that?
I've heard the term beer goggles, but I've never heard the term costume goggles.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him without the makeup, without the blood, he just looks kind of like a different person.
What? He looks better without blood?
Well, sometimes when you cover up your face, you just can't tell what you look like at all.
Right. I saw his picture on Facebook without the makeup on, and it's just not what I expected.
No!
In other words, he's more attractive to you with a bunch of zombie makeup on.
That's so messed
That
up.
sounds horrible.
I know.
But I mean, maybe he's just not very photogenic. Like, wouldn't you want to see him in person? And because some people aren't.
I don't want to risk that awkward meeting of seeing him in person and it still be a disappointment.
Yeah. You're like, hey, so remember that costume you had on? You think you could wear that right now?
All the time?
You know what else is awkward, Alexa?
What?
He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. And he heard what you just said, yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Thomas?
Oh my goodness.
What am I supposed to say to this?
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's just more attracted to me when I have an eyeball hanging out of my head.
I don't know what to say. I know it sounds weird to say, but I just found you more attractive as the zombie guy.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. You were attracted enough to me to make out with me and dance and chat for like 3 hours. But once you looked at pictures of me without zombie makeup on, you were less attracted to me?
I went onto Facebook expecting one thing, and then it turns out that it's not what I thought it was going to be.
I don't think I'm a bad-looking guy. Am I really that unattractive?
No, you're not bad looking. You're just not my type, and I just thought that you looked better as a zombie.
That sounds so weird.
Think about it like this. Say that I made out with Orlando Bloom, and then the next day I found out that it was Johnny Depp. There's nothing wrong with Johnny Depp. I'm just not into Johnny Depp.
Wow, that was impressive.
That's a pretty good analogy.
That is, yeah.
I don't know. But you're still Johnny Depp.
See?
Yeah, I see a lot of people like Johnny Depp, but I'm just more into Orlando Bloom.
I guess I see what you're saying. I mean, it makes sense, weird way, but it's like if I made out with Megan Fox, and then the next day I was like, oh no, it was Scarlett Johansson. Maybe I'm more into Megan Fox, but I'm still going to be like, oh hell, I'd make out with Scarlett Johansson some more.
There you go, Alexa. Using your own logic against you. Somehow. I'm really confused, but...
What pictures were you looking at on Facebook?
Your profile pic?
I never even found your last name, so I couldn't do the proper stalking. I don't know if maybe your pictures aren't so good either.
That is a good point. You haven't seen her without her witch makeup on. I mean, she took her nose off, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy talking to you, and I thought we really got along, and you even at one point stopped and said you're a really good kisser.
Well, there was a lot of alcohol involved that night as well. So
You
I
are
can't.
brutal.
I don't remember that.
God, how would you feel if the tables were turned on you right now?
Yeah.
Well, I would be understanding. Everyone has their preferences. Not everybody is going to find me attractive.
I call BS on that. All right, I tell you what. You go out with me again, I'll wear just the eyeball, and we'll slowly transition into regular me. How about that?
No, that's terrible.
That's a good idea, Thomas. Alexa, would you like to go out with Thomas again? Or for a first time, really, because you just met at a party and didn't have an actual date. Would you like a date with Thomas? We'll pay for it.
Come on, Alexa. This is your chance to prove yourself not so shallow.
Will you send me the other pictures and then I can decide?
Oh my God! Do you even still want to go out with her at this point?
You know what? I do. I want to prove a point to her.
So it's less about the actual date and more about just proving that you're still good looking without zombie makeup on.
Yes, I want to show her that I can be attractive without looking like a dead person.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you guys will go out then, Alexa, if he sends you pictures and you approve?
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
All right, well, congratulations, Thomas. You kind of got a second date.
Almost.
Thanks. Dependent on the photos, I guess.
Yeah, if you pass the test.
Alexa, get ready because I'm going to send you some really good shots.
What?
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Nothing dirty.
Yeah, just the way you said it, though. Be on the lookout. Papa's about to send some really good shots to your inbox.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
This is.
Hello, Amanda. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show? We host a morning radio show, and one of our listeners actually emailed us about you to see if we could get you on the phone.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's called the second date update. Basically, if you go out on a date with somebody and don't call them back after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. I think we kind of know what went wrong on your date. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
The guy that emailed us, his name is Matt.
He wanted you to call me?
Yes, he did.
I can't even imagine why.
Yeah, he said that he really enjoyed your date.
Well, that's pretty interesting, because he's the one that ditched me, so I'm not really sure.
Amanda, what if I told you that he had a really good reason for having to leave your date?
I don't think there is a good reason. There's pretty much nothing that could make me say, "Oh, that makes sense."
Really?
I don't know.
I think if you heard his story, you might actually be happy that he didn't come back to you.
I can't even imagine that there is some excuse good enough for him ditching me, leaving me standing there by myself to find my own ride home.
Well, why don't I let him tell you? Because he's actually on the other line listening and then wants to talk to you because he feels really bad about what happened on your date.
Right now.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Matt?
Hi, Amanda.
What do you want?
I just want to apologize and explain what happened because I know that it seems like I ditched you and I didn't ditch you.
Matt, you did ditch me. I was standing there for a very long time by myself, and that means that you ditched me.
No, I know. Like, I've been ditched lots of times before, and I understand what it feels like. It's terrible and feel that way. I had an emergency, and I didn't know how to explain it at the time. There wasn't a way that would have been
Okay,
bad.
it was weird enough that you left me standing there to go buy a present or whatever, and then you came back and ran right past me.
Yeah.
What's your emergency? I can't even understand why what's your emergency?
Okay, so remember when we were at the restaurant, how much food I ate?
Yes, I
I ate a
do.
lot. A lot of food.
Lot of food.
Okay. Yeah. So I hadn't eaten all day, and so I had to go, like, worse than I ever have in my life. Completely unprecedented. Did not know how to
Like
deal
to
with
the
it.
bathroom?
To the bathroom. I'm trying to be polite. To the bathroom. Number 2, I had to go, like, emergency, like, code red.
Okay,
pain.
so as
Like,
adults,
yeah.
you couldn't say, like, when we're in the restaurant, excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
See, I didn't have to go at that point. I only had to go when we were walking. So I was like, I got to go now. And it's,
We passed a coffee shop. You could have said, let's grab a coffee and gone to the bathroom there.
I know.
We're not in second grade. I don't understand why you couldn't have just handled it.
I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Is turn to you and be like, hey, I'm about to crap my pants. I'm on a first date with you. You know, I didn't want to, like, I didn't know.
Well, I
think that was.
I definitely
like a nice
appreciate that you didn't say that, but you could have said something. You could have done anything. Hey, let's go in here together and run away to the bathroom.
What do you? I wouldn't ask you to come into the bathroom while I have to do that. That's like.
Okay, Matt. Okay. I'm not trying to be so literal here. I'm just saying we could have gone into the building structure at the same time, so I wasn't standing outside on the street wondering where you were.
That would have made sense. That would have made much more sense.
It was really upsetting. I was having a good time, and I was so frustrated. Then I was cold. Then I got embarrassed because I was completely ditched. I went through so many emotions in that half an hour that should never happen on a first date.
I know. I went through a lot of emotions too, and I feel terrible.
So you're the victim of this whole thing? I'm the one that was standing there.
No, you're the victim. I'm sorry. No, you're the victim. My emotions don't matter. That's not the point.
You're the one that had the issues. I was ditched. I'm the one that went home and told my friends I will never do internet dating again because look what this guy did to me. I'm the one.
You know what? I figured that. I figured you were probably telling your friends, and that's fine. You should tell everyone. I understand that. I want to go on another date with you, and I don't care if that's the story that always gets told.
If the bathroom was what you were trying to do and you had to go do it, why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants.
Oh, my God.
And I had to go home.
Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm talking to a child right now.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well, sometimes, and I've never said this out loud, but sometimes it's better to lie than give that many details.
So, Amanda, you prefer...
I mean, I don't know that about you. So, this is how I figured that out. I don't know. I know that.
I would rather anything but knowing that you... I can't even say it. Like, come on.
Amanda, that's what happened. Hey, at least he's honest. You know that. He told us about your date. Said that he loved going out with you. He really enjoyed it and thought you were awesome. But he had an unfortunate situation where his body was not working with him. And he kind of ruined his pants. And he tried to go home and do this all in a timely manner. But at that point, you were done.
I don't even tell you, I knocked down an old man, too, when I opened the door. And everyone hated me. Everyone hated me.
Crapped your pants.
I'll tell you everything.
Crapped your pants. You knocked an old man down. You ditched a girl you claimed to be having a good time with. And you never communicated any of this with anybody. I'm going to say you have some issues, and I'm not ready to go out again. It's not going to happen.
Amanda, are you sure? Because I would like to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Matt. We will pay for it.
Come on.
I don't think it's going to be a good idea.
Weird. From the recap that you just said, it sounded like a fantastic time. I'm surprised that you're saying no.
Look, that's all that's true. All that's true. And good news is, that the worst that could go with me is that. That's the bottom. And that's
Wait a minute.
not a normal bottom.
I'm sorry, I can't let you finish. If that's the first date, how is this the worst that it's going to be? It's supposed to be the very best ever.
But it's all uphill from here.
How are you
Amanda?
siding with him? I don't understand this.
Stuff happens, bro.
Whatever. If a girl crapped her pants on a date, none of you would ever talk to her again.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would. I absolutely would. I'd feel so much more comfortable if a girl crapped her pants or burped or did anything gross. I'd be like, that's
Well, you would. You would, because that's your thing.
It was just one time.
right, well, so Amanda, no, you don't want to go out with him again.
It's not going to happen. I will use it as an example of what not to do for the rest of my life. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
This is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Great. This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called the Second Date Update. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted what? He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date.
What did he tell you? Exactly.
He told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you and wasn't paying attention, and some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never even seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I was in the car. I mean, it was so crazy. And then I had to tell him, you hit someone. And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well,
it was like,
But the guy was all right?
I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay, but I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, ask me out on another day. Be like, oh, yeah, the guy's fine. Sure, you want to go out again? I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay, but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a first date.
Yeah, but an accident, what's going to happen on date number 2? What are we going to do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. The crazy door has been opened. You guys can just run through it full speed together if you want.
I'm cool not going through that door. I'm good.
Why wouldn't you text him back, though, after that and just say, hey, that was too much for me on a first date?
Look, there were other reasons. That was not the only reason. I was just done with that date.
There was more than hitting a pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's worse than that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's worse. I'm not saying we killed a family.
That would be worse for sure.
But I mean, I was on this date for 10 minutes prior to the incident, we'll call it. I got in his car, and Joshua wears an ungodly amount of cologne.
Oh.
It was like being in the back of a cab in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Just horrible. Okay.
Instant
And you know what?
migraine.
Depending on the cologne, that could be worse than running over a person.
I mean, that person was okay. If I stayed in my car much longer, I would not have been.
So that's why you left. You didn't actually leave because of the pedestrian. You just didn't want to ride home.
I'll be honest, it was like, dude, my asthma was going to be like, hello. There's no way. There's no way. And I'll be honest with you, I don't understand how it is that he could have sprayed that on himself in the morning and was like, yeah, I smell good. No way.
Excuse me, can I talk now?
What's going on?
Okay, that's Joshua. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Kara, what is up? Why are you saying this? You know that's not true.
Joshua, look, I did not know you were on the phone. And I am really sorry that you had to hear it like that, but it is true. I'm sorry.
I put on a little bit of cologne because I cared about the date. I wasn't swimming in it.
I'm sorry. I feel bad kind of right now. I'm glad you cared about the date, but it's not that there's nothing wrong with, in general, putting cologne on, but don't you remember I rolled down the window? It was really cold outside, and I rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, look at the fresh air. This is great. You didn't think anything was weird about that?
That was part of the distraction that, all right, look.
If you wouldn't have rolled down that window, he wouldn't have had to hit somebody.
I will have you know that I get a lot of compliments on my cologne, and the majority of them are not from family members.
Well, that's fine. Then they can go out with you and be in a small enclosed space and have asthma. But not me. I felt like I was going to die, okay? Not unlike the person you ran over, and I didn't have my extra inhaler with me.
Well,
the person that I accidentally ran over his foot was nowhere close to death, which I would say is, maybe similar to how your cologne. Okay, look. All right, okay, fine.
You're in such a predicament right now, Joshua.
It's not about the cologne. I cannot wear cologne. I can change that. All right. I just think that I got a good vibe from you before all of this stuff happened, and I'm sorry. And
which part are you sorry for? The cologne or the almost dead dude?
I mean, he's not almost dead. Come on.
Wow.
This was found out in a court of law. He was fine. But
honestly, I'm just trying to give you feedback about your cologne. It just doesn't smell good, and the amount didn't smell good. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is what it is. Besides, I didn't know you were on the phone. They tricked me.
So wait, were you attracted to him before you smelled him? No, I'm serious, because the smell is an automatic turnoff. But there could have been something pre-smell.
When I saw his pictures online and we communicated online, it was really cool. And when I saw him from far away, it was great. When I walked up close, not so great. But and I don't mean he was ugly. I mean it was the smell. But from far away, it was good. I mean, it just once you got closer.
Can you please stop talking about how bad I smelled?
Well, Josh, do you want to go back to talking about the guy that you hit? We have two options here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like there's a door number 3 that we're not even talking about here, which is we were having a pretty good time before I hit someone. And,
That's a really weird thing to say. Okay, but anyway.
I know, I'm just acknowledging the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time, but if when it comes to the cologne, I don't need to wear any cologne. I could just wear deodorant. I could not wear deodorant. I could not have any of that.
Please wear deodorant. I don't care if you're going out with me or not. You should be wearing deodorant and none of that natural stuff, actual deodorant.
So actual deodorant. Well, all right, how about this,
I
Kara?
don't use crystals. I've never
Okay, let's not get into deodorant brands right now. I just want to ask Kara a question. Will you go out with Joshua one more time? You can take public transportation. He won't wear cologne, and we will pay for the date.
It's a pretty
Will you
good
go out
deal.
with him one more time?
Kara, come on. Please, just give me a second shot at this.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
We met on eHarmony. We are a great match for each other. We could end up with each other.
That's right. That's the place that claims to find the perfect people.
Yeah.
I've seen the commercials.
eHarmony never said he would hit someone in a car either. So
I mean, that would make for a weird ad campaign. But
Yeah, that's true.
See, he's funny.
So, will you give him one more shot if he doesn't wear cologne? And you guys can talk about the whole car accident thing later, but
You have to
will you
say
give him another
yes.
chance?
okay, the thing is, it's no cologne, not pick another brand, no cologne.
Joshua?
I don't trust your ability to bathe yourself in it.
if you go out with me, I promise I will not wear any cologne. I just feel like we had a good vibe before things happened.
Will you do it, Kara?
Okay, but if I show up and I smell anything on you, any cologne, I'm leaving. And if your bumper is damaged or I see blood or hair on the front of your car, done.
I have already cleaned the car. You can't see anything on it. So,
well, that's really good to know.
right.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Good. Congratulations, Joshua. You got a second date.
Yay.
oh, Kara, I'm excited to see you again, and I promise you won't regret it.
Unless he runs over another person.
Oh, wow.
Well, we said we'd get an update from them in a week, and 1 week turned into 3 years.
Oops.
Sorry about that.
Our bad.
But
You got lazy.
we finally have them on the phone for a second date update with Brittany and Noah. Welcome back to the show, you guys.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, thanks a lot for having us.
Oh,
How you been?
I'm freaking out that you're on the phone with us.
How have you been?
It's so weird to hear ourselves from 3 years ago. I mean, it sounded like we were kids then, didn't it, Noah?
Yes, I feel like a shocked, very surprised kid, maybe.
Noah was a kid. He didn't know yet that he was a dad.
I know.
That'll age you a lot in 3 years, I think.
And Brittany,
So
you were a kid that made me cry my eyes out.
Me
Oh my
too.
gosh.
Just even
Really?
listening back, I cried again.
Me too.
what did your friends and family think when you guys did this?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know for Noah because we didn't know each other that well yet. But for me, it was intense because even at daycare, people had heard it and they recognized, they knew my name and they recognized my voice. So it was just a lot of attention. Some people were
awesome and calling me and saying, "Do you need support? You're back in town. That's amazing. I'm so glad to know you're here."
So what did you guys do? I mean, you guys met up. Did you meet your daughter, Noah, right away?
Yeah, after the whole thing on the radio, we got on the phone again and we talked, and then the next day we went and we got together, and it was like a restaurant, and we met up, all three of us, and it was it was really, really like overwhelming, but also really awesome now that I think about it, because the minute that I got to hold her and meet her, it was like the best thing ever, and she was so awesome, and like it was just like I didn't want to let her go, but then at the same time I was like, who is this girl? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm holding this kid that I haven't known for about 3 years, and it's mine.
I'm so emotional. Just even that made me cry again, Noah.
People have been asking us, like, what's the status with you guys?
Yeah. Oh well, the status is a little bit different now, 3 years later. But the first year it was co-parenting, and then there was some attraction going on. At least for me, Noah, there was attraction going on all the time. But I sort of held back, and then Noah said, "Let's start dating."
Oh, Noah!
Yeah. He didn't actually say, "Let's start dating." He just kissed me. I mean,
that's bold.
And that meant let's start dating. And yeah.
I mean, I thought it was just a kiss, but then apparently Brittany was like, "So we're dating now."
He's like, I just wanted to do what got us to this in the first place. I don't know.
That's actually exactly what he did, and I am now pregnant.
What? Whoa. You guys are having another baby?
Yeah.
Baby number 2.
Wow. Man, you guys are potent together.
Yeah, you are.
Jeez. All right, so
You sound like such good parents.
congratulations. I guess there's another kid on the way.
Yes.
I'm actually really excited because I know about this one.
You can actually be there. Yeah, that's cool.
And can prepare for it.
And he knows about all the bad things because I'm 13 weeks in, and it's been like 10 hours a day for me of nausea.
Oh.
And the whole time Noah's been like, man, this was so much easier the first time. Are you guys planning on getting married or anything? Or are you just going to just...
I mean, we're just going to rush it all into one.
Well, actually,
we're not rushing it, but we decided we are going to get married.
Oh.
Nice.
What? Oh,
All
my
right.
Gosh,
our daughter's going to be the flower girl, so that's going to be adorable.
oh my
Okay, well, that's disappointing.
What?
Oh my
Well, I was hoping that I would be the flower girl, but whatever.
Jubal.
That's fine, you guys. I mean, we played a big role in this whole thing, you know?
You did. And you know what? We're sorry we didn't contact you like immediately after that. You know, we talked to you a few years ago, but we just wanted private time, so we wanted to figure this out on our own and not continually get people asking us what was going on, you know?
No, that's
I have
fine.
the biggest smile on my face right now for you two. I feel like from the mess that started, you guys have really made such wonderful decisions in your relationship.
Oh my God, now I'm crying, and it's probably because I'm pregnant. Oh my God.
Good luck, you two, and keep us updated on the future, because our audience is really interested in the whole thing. Like, I can't tell you how often we get hounded asking for updates from you guys.
Now you're going to be an old married couple, so nobody will care anymore. But
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, I was looking for Jamie.
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Jamie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what's that again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners recently had an experience with you and actually emailed to see if we could get you on the phone and talk about it.
What do you mean by experience? What kind of experience?
I mean that you recently went out on a date with a guy and you're not calling him back, so he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to find out if he did something wrong during your date.
What's his name?
He calls himself the Wart.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Of course I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you would. He's kind of a memorable dude. We talked to him a little bit about your date. Did you like the wart?
It's so weird to say.
Well, he was kind of weird and charming. He had like a unique personality.
Okay. All right. Charming, that's good, right?
Yeah, but I have to say, I feel like I really felt like I was being pranked.
What?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it because of his nickname?
Well, several things. Who goes around calling themselves the wart?
So you think that it could have been an elaborate setup by a friend?
Well, that's what I was thinking at the start, but then halfway through the date, I realized, oh, this guy's for real in his own weird way.
Yeah.
Was that exciting or?
It was weirdly charming.
Weirdly charming.
We talked to him, and he's kind of like, he sounds like a fun dude, just like an interesting guy.
I don't think he's boring at all. That's not it. He's the guy with the unique personality. It kind of grows on you, and I guess you have to respect that.
Okay.
So
did you not like him, though? You're not calling him back after you guys went out.
I don't really feel a romantic pull towards him.
Oh, why?
Okay. So at the beginning of the date, you felt like it was a joke, and at the end of the date, you felt how?
I was just confused because his personality is one way, but the way he dressed was...
Whoa!
So he doesn't dress very well.
Well, I wouldn't say that he wasn't dressed well. It was just how he was dressed. In some ways, he was dressed better than me.
How was he dressed? What was he wearing?
Well, he came in with knee-high boots. They were like leather with these buckles, and they were women's boots.
He was wearing women's boots.
What? Did you ask him about them?
I didn't want to offend him. So I didn't go into asking him all about it. But let me tell you, these were women's boots with like leather and straps, and they went up to your knees.
Interesting.
I just couldn't get over that his footwear was better than mine.
They do make you feel sexy, though. I will say,
maybe
you guys should rock them one night, and you're like, well, yeah.
20 buckles later.
I can strut in these.
I guess he's an odd guy. It was an okay date, but I'm not going to go out with a guy that wears knee-high lady boots.
Okay.
I agree.
It seems a little judgy.
Do you actually think they were women's boots that he was wearing?
Oh, yeah. I've never seen men wear boots like that. Seriously, never.
Was there a heel on them or no?
It was in the bars, so it was hard to tell, but I'm 99% sure they were women's boots.
Oh, my God.
I know how we can find out if they were, in fact, women's boots.
I don't need to know they're women's boots. I already know.
Well, I'd like to ask him regardless, because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Wart?
How could he be on the phone?
Hello, Jamie.
Where'd you get the lady boots, Wart?
Poor Wart.
Let me tell you guys, they are not lady boots. This is like absolutely ridiculous. That this is the hang up that this girl had. Those were brown knee-high leather Renaissance boots. They're extremely expensive. I paid like $300 for them.
Whoa.
They're the pinnacle of men's fashion right now. I thought you would be impressed with something like that.
Look, whatever you want to call them, those were women's boots.
I bought them from a men's clothing store, so
I wasn't impressed. If I was wearing them, yeah, that would be great, but I'm not impressed if you're wearing them.
So you would wear those? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would wear them. I don't want the guy I'm going out with to wear them.
I can't believe that you would not call me back just because my boots were more fashionable than anything you might have in your wardrobe. That's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. It's just really weird between that and your name, and
I thought you were cool with the wart.
I mean, at first I got used to the wart. Yeah, I get it. But when I saw those boots, I mean, I thought, well, maybe he rides a motorcycle, but I didn't see any motorcycle.
Well, I don't ride a motorcycle, but I thought that you would be excited to see a man who has a keen sense of style such as me.
That's true. It's a bold move to wear knee-high boots anywhere, especially on a date.
Yeah.
I guess I came on too strong shoe-wise.
You're really going to write him off from boots. I mean, I would have not gone out with him for a lot of other reasons, but boots wouldn't have been the deal breaker for me.
You didn't see these boots. I mean, if you saw these boots, I'm telling you, you would not go out with him.
Whoa!
Wow, this is the last time I go out of my way to impress a woman.
Jamie, I would like to ask you if you'll go on a second date with Wart.
Come on.
We will pay for it. If
I don't have to wear the boots.
Yeah, if he leaves the boots at home, will you go out with him again?
No, I mean, even if he leaves the boots at home, I could just imagine him wearing some high heel shoes on our next date.
It's fun. You never know what kind of shoe this guy's going to pick. So there's no way we can get you to go out with him again, Jamie.
No, I'm sorry. I really want to pass.
Oh.
And I was thinking of wearing clogs on our next date.
Ooh. Fashion forward. Well, Jamie, thank you for being honest with us. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And Wart, better luck next time to you, okay?
A hard lesson learned.
I say, keep wearing the boots, man. That is sexy.
Well, thanks, guys. And if you ever have anyone who's interested in dating the Wart, please don't hesitate.
All right. We will hook you up with somebody, Wart.
Hello?
Hi, is Summer there?
Yeah, this is her. Who is this?
Hey, Summer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a morning radio show. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Summer.
I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you and asked if I could get you on the phone to ask you a few questions.
Who emailed you?
His name is Aiden, and you went out on a date with Aiden not too long ago. He asked if we could get you on the phone somehow and find out why you're not calling him back.
This is kind of weird.
I know. It's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update. Do you mind telling us why you don't want to call Aiden back?
I don't think that's a good idea. Aiden's a really, really sweet guy.
Okay. There's got to be some issue if he's a really sweet guy and you don't want to see him again.
I mean, I don't want to hurt his feelings, I don't know. I don't feel right about it.
I think you're hurting his feelings right now by not calling him back with no reason. Yeah. Can you give me some sort of information so I can at least tell him?
I think he should understand why.
Was it the condom in your dessert?
Just saying that is awesome.
Oh my God, he told you that?
Yeah, he did. Well, he told us because he feels like that's why you're not calling him back. He said it was an accident, but he thinks you might have assumed that he thought the evening was going to end up with him using the chocolate-covered condom.
Well, that was just one of the things that he did.
Oh, okay. Well, what else did he do then? Like, he knows that he messed up, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's a super romantic guy, and he's so sweet, and he's so kind, but it's almost like he doesn't understand the line between romantic and creepy.
Oh, I could see that totally. Like, even just him explaining your date, he's a lot.
It's flattering to a point, but he went, he'd give me a compliment, but he just went way over that.
Like, he just kept complimenting you too much?
Yeah, like at dinner, he couldn't stop talking about how my dress was clinging to my body.
Whoa.
All right. Maybe he was trying to compliment the dress and it just came out the wrong way. I've done that before.
Yeah, but then he started talking about how my walk is so graceful. Where did I learn such a
such a graceful walk and how to sway like that.
Okay. So he's just pouring it on thick.
Like way too thick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could chalk that up to him being nervous and...
Yeah, I understand, but it made me uncomfortable. Like, I was really uncomfortable during the whole date.
Was it that bad, really?
Whoa.
When we sat down at the table, he leaned in and said the instant he saw me, he became aroused.
What?
Whoa!
Aroused? He used the word aroused.
He said aroused.
Wrong.
Wow. That, again, like I said, maybe he just chose the wrong way to describe it.
Oh, that word's so icky.
I mean, he was just way too forward, and then when the condom fell in the dessert, it was like the cherry on top of the weird date cake.
Yeah. Did you guys talk about anything else besides how beautiful and arousing you are?
I mean, a little bit. I try to steer the conversation towards sports. I thought maybe that would stop him and, get him to start thinking about something else.
And you just be like, hey, what time is it? And you're like, I don't know. It's high noon on my sundial because I'm thinking you are a hot lady. That's just pretty much how it was. Everything came back to...
You were so creepy.
Everything came back to him just perving out over you, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. The whole date went, just like that.
All right.
I'm dying over that.
That is, that's understandable then. I can see how that would be kind of weird if somebody just wouldn't, I mean, to sit down and somebody just tell you they're aroused right away.
Yeah, that's strange. Did you like anything about the date at all?
He is really nice. I can tell, just deep down, he's a really good person, and I don't think he needs to be creepy. But somebody just needs to sit him down and tell him, where the line is between romantic and creepy.
Why don't you do it? Because he's actually on the line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Hi, Summer.
Oh, Aiden.
I was trying to compliment you. I mean, creepy?
Oh my God!
Really, I was just trying to give you compliments.
You can just tell a girl that she looks nice and leave it at that.
Look nice. I told you looked nice. I told you were gorgeous.
You told me you were aroused.
Yeah, I was aroused, but I mean, I didn't mean it physically. I mean, God, no, I meant it my senses felt heightened around you.
Yeah. It's a bad choice of words, man.
Still feels like 1 sense.
You have to figure out a different way to phrase that. I mean, it just creeps a girl out.
Summer, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever met. You literally make me tingle. Like my whole body just trembles when I'm close to you.
Oh my God.
That's something you don't need to tell a girl. That's not what you say on a first date.
Aiden, you just met her. You don't know that much about her. How can you say she's all of these things?
I just wanted her to know how good she was making me feel. I mean, it was like being on a drug when I was around her, and I felt like she had the right to know that.
Yeah, that drug was Viagra.
While it's all very flattering, it's a lot for somebody to take in. It's like you're more worshiping me than actually being on the date. It just gets a little bit creepy.
I'm sorry if you felt like I was saying too much, but I'm not going to say I'm sorry for telling you you're beautiful. You're beautiful, and you deserve to be told that. That's just how it is.
See,
that's sweet.
But once is enough, though. And there's better ways of saying it than telling me you're aroused right when I sit down.
That's still so crazy.
Still sounds bad.
All right. I agree. Maybe I chose poorly. If I promise to tone it down, as you say, would you be willing to give me another chance?
Summer, would you like to go out with Aiden again? We'll pay for it. But I think that's it. Summer, would you go out with him again?
You promise me you won't talk about my body and how my dress looks and my beautiful eyes. You won't say any of those things?
I promise I'll try my best, but it's hard. It's hard.
Summer, will you do it? Just one more chance. What's the worst that could happen? You sit with a dude who tells you how awesome you are.
Yeah.
I mean, he is really sweet. I would give him one more chance.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, is Daniel there?
Yep, speaking.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
The radio show?
Yeah. Yeah, are you familiar?
Yeah, I've heard it a couple times.
Sweet.
Oh,
what
thanks.
do you think of it?
Yeah, you guys are cool.
You don't mean that one bit. You have not listened enough. I could tell that you did not really mean that.
He's like, I heard 10 minutes one time.
No, I did. I mean it.
Okay, sure. You could tell you didn't. You're like, yeah, you guys are cool. I don't know. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you.
Okay. About what?
Well, it's from a girl named Summer.
Oh, Summer emailed you?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you went out with Summer, and she's tried to text you and call you since your date, but apparently you haven't responded, so she would call in the big guns.
Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah. So can you tell us why you aren't calling Summer back?
I don't really want to.
But she kind of wants an explanation. Dude, we talked to her, right? She had great things to say about you. She said it was like the best date of her life.
Yeah.
She was really complimentary.
That's really nice. I mean, we had a lot of fun. It was a fun time.
So you liked it?
She was fun.
Are you not attracted to her? Is that the issue?
No, she's cute. I liked her. But it's just not going to work out.
Okay.
Well, why? If she's cute and you had fun.
That sounds awful.
Is that a problem? You don't like that?
No, I really like that. It's just, she lied.
She lied?
Whoa.
About what?
Actually, let me rephrase that. She wasn't 100% truthful with me.
Okay. But who is on a first date? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is kind of an important thing that she wasn't very truthful about.
What was it?
Well, she said her name was Stephanie on Tinder.
Okay.
And then when we met, it was revealed that her name is Summer.
So she uses a different name on Tinder.
Yeah, well, number one, I don't know why someone would do that, but...
I could think of a lot of reasons. Maybe she's got a crazy ex, or she doesn't want people to know, or she doesn't want her job to be able to search her on Tinder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, nonetheless, I still wouldn't work out.
Why?
Why is that a big deal?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so her name's Summer.
Her name is Summer, okay.
My last name is Pants, and if we were to, I don't know, like long-term relationship, get married at some point, her name would be Summer Pants.
Come on, that is the dumbest.
I think that's amazing. Yeah. I would love that.
Well, I would not love that. It'd make me very uncomfortable knowing maybe people are making fun of her behind her back or something like that.
Oh my God, you jumped so many steps, by the way.
Well, I know I'm going fast, but I'm looking for a long-term relationship. So I'm not there to just mess around with people and...
So you're looking for a forever pants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, don't be a smarty pants, Jubal, okay?
You don't feel like somebody with the name Summer Pants would be the person that you want to be around all the time.
No, it's just a little too awkward.
Okay, but you are... so many assumptions here. One, that she would even take your name when you got married. Like, a lot of women keep their last name, and that's fine.
No, I come kind of from a more traditional point of view.
So you want whoever you marry to take your last name?
Yeah, I do.
Even though it's an awkward life to live with the last name Pants.
I know it is. I'm living it.
But you're Daniel Pants, and you don't think Summer Pants would be a good partner for you.
No, I just couldn't do that to her.
All right.
Oh my God.
And that's it. That's the only reason.
That is the biggest reason, yes.
That is so ridiculous to me.
I mean,
yes,
you gotta see
you could be missing out on the love of your life because of a silly thing.
And years of great jokes.
Yeah, that's a problem for me. I don't want my wife's name to be a joke. I just want us to be a happy family of pants.
Oh my God.
See, now you're making jokes about your own last name, so you can't really judge.
No, I'm allowed to.
Okay, you're allowed to. Well, Daniel, I do have to let you know that Summer is on the phone listening right now, and she wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, you there, Summer Pants?
No.
I can't believe this. Wait, are you serious, Daniel? Really? It's just because of my name?
Yeah, I mean, your name can't be changed.
But like, this can't be the real reason. Like, there must be something else. And was there something else? Like, you won't hurt my feelings if you tell me.
No, look, I had a great time with you. When I thought your name was Stephanie, everything was fine. And then you told me your name's actually Summer, and that kind of was it for me.
This is so crazy. I just can't believe it. What if like Brooke said, I mean, I can keep my name. I don't have to change over to Pants. I mean...
Yeah, but I'm kind of looking to have someone that has my last name with me.
I can see
That is so weird. Yeah, but it's fine.
I can hyphenate. I can always have my full name on the registry, and then
You
it's
want to have a
Summer Stephanie
hyphenate
Pants.
Hyphen pants, yeah.
Well, no, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what my name is. I think it'd be fine. I don't think people think it's weird, and I love the name Pants. It's great. It's only 5 letters. That's perfect.
What?
Well, you know, on the Scantron forms and stuff like that, it's so annoying to have a long last name. I would not mind shortening down the Pants.
That is true. It's a lot easier to fill things out.
The important things.
Look, I'm looking out for you. I don't want you to go around and say, hi, my name is Summer Pants, and have people making fun of you behind your back. Who knows?
Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but, like, I might just be ignorant. Is this, like, some sort of sex term that I don't know?
No, it isn't.
I don't know it either if you don't know it.
But I think it should be.
No.
I mean, like, it's just you're making such a big deal out of it. I don't know if this is, like, some weird, like, what's the reason? What's so bad about it?
It'd be the same if your name was Autumn.
Autumn pants or spring pants.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Daniel, I don't think that you're listening to her or anybody else in the room. Like, you are the only one that has a problem with summer pants.
And you guys aren't getting married anytime soon. If you do, you just had one date. Why not give it another shot, Daniel?
I just feel like we really got along well, and I really do want to see you again. And I don't know, like, I mean, I understand that you have reservations, but I mean, I think it's something that, you know, I'm okay with it.
She is so understanding, Daniel.
She seems really
You
nice.
are going to be missing out if you worry too much about this pants thing.
So, Daniel, would you like to go out with Summer again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
What, you're going to pay for it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, let's go to Hawaii.
I'm not sending you to Hawaii, Mr. Pants. Yeah.
Dinner.
Well, you said you'd pay for it.
How about this dinner at somewhere local?
Or like a Hawaiian
Cap
restaurant.
$75.
I think that is pretty generous.
Yes, that's great.
You'll do that? All right. It could be a Hawaiian-themed restaurant if you want. I don't care. Summer, does that sound good? Another date with Daniel?
That sounds great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Congratulations. Successful second date update.
Hey.
Yes,
Thank you,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, yay, I'm so excited. You better text or call me back, Daniel.
I will, Summer Pants.
See, now you guys already have a little joke. It could work out.
Yeah, it could. I'm super excited to potentially be Mrs. Summer Pants.
Yep. Don't rush things along, all right? One pant leg at a time.
There it is.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Sean?
This is he.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Any idea what Brooke and Jubal in the morning is?
Kinda, yeah. I don't.
Okay. It sounds like you have no idea at all. I'll just tell you, Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Jubal, and then there's Brooke, and then there's Jose.
Yeah.
So, why are you calling me?
That's a good question, Sean. We're calling you because you recently went out with one of our listeners. Her name is Rachel.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and Rachel told us about the night she met you. She also said you guys chatted for a little bit, but now you kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Is it weird because she's maybe just jumping the gun? It hasn't been very many days, so.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to embarrass Rachel at all. You know, like, I don't know how much you guys know about what happened that night. So...
Well, I'll tell you what she told us. She said you guys met at a bar because you grabbed her drink, she thought you stole her drink, and then you guys started talking.
Yeah.
And then went to another bar where you played like a fun game, role-playing, where she went in and then you came in and talked to her.
Like you redid your first meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, at first I was very hesitant to do it because, I don't know, it's awkward. It's not kind of my thing. But I was like, you know what? Why not? We're having a great time. Let's do it. And, you know, the whole thing kind of, like, got really unstable really fast.
Unstable? How so? Did she get, like, crazy on you and try to stab you with a fork?
Not that extreme, but at a certain point, she just got up and started yelling and screaming at me.
Wait, hold on. When you guys did the role playing where she was reintroducing herself and you were doing a new meeting, she started screaming at you?
Well, yeah, I mean, not at first, but like all of a sudden she got up from her chair and then she just started like ranting and raving and yelling at me.
About what? What was she yelling about?
Well, she was saying that I came late. And then, well, the crazier thing was it made me really uncomfortable about me by accidentally taking her drink because she yelled and said that like she doesn't like a guy who drinks too much and that I was drinking too much.
Okay, so
I'm so confused now.
Was it like she was in character, but the character was somebody who was yelling at you?
Yeah, and then so I like, you know, out of nowhere, because I was kind of going along with it, even though it was really uncomfortable. And then I kind of broke character, and I was like, "Are you serious? like you know, like are we really fighting?" And she was like, "What do you mean? Am I being serious? Of course I'm being like." And then she just kept going. I just gave her more ammunition to revamp again.
Oh wait, so maybe she wasn't in character. Maybe she was like legit mad at you. You think?
I have no idea. We got out of the bar, and I was like terrified. I was about to piss my pants.
Oh no!
She told us that everything ended nicely between you guys, a nice little hug, and then you guys texted a little bit back and forth after.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if she might be the next best performer since Andy Kaufman. I have no idea. But I was like, I don't want to talk to her. Let me just get out of the situation as soon as possible. And then I did.
So you were still scared of her?
No, I'm actually like scared of her right now.
Oh.
I mean, the last thing that I want to do is be in a room with her.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Well then,
you know,
I hate to tell you this, Sean, but you're actually on the phone with her because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Maybe yell at you. I don't know. Rachel, are you there?
This is kind of awkward. I didn't expect to hear all of that.
I wasn't lying. Like, I just don't know what you expected. Like,
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that you were lying. I don't know. I thought we were, like, having fun and we were both on the same page. Like, I thought it was funny.
Oh my gosh, Rachel. Is that honestly why you left, I don't know, that huge part out of the story when you told us?
I mean, no, I pretty much told you guys everything that happened. I said that we role played. I mean, maybe I raised my voice a little bit, like, but I don't think it was the way that, like, Sean was explaining it. I don't think it was scary, and he was frightened of me.
I mean, I was scared. The bartender, people around us noticed, and they kept, like, looking at us. You don't remember that?
I know, but remember when I said outside, I was like, it'll be so funny because everybody in there won't know, like, what's going on, you know, like when you start talking to me, and, you know, that's kind of what I meant. Like, I was like, it's going to be, you know, so exciting. Like, they're going to be like, what?
But exciting for who? Like, we're never going to hear that.
And Rachel, how is it so exciting to watch a couple fight in a bar?
Right? We weren't fighting. She was just yelling at me. The fight is when both parties are there.
Come on, you know, every once in a while when you see people, like, bickering in public, or, like, you see something that you don't see very often, it's kind of entertaining.
Yeah, like the way car crashes are.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, it is entertaining to see that.
I don't mean entertaining like yay. I mean like entertaining like what? I can't look away. Like, I don't know. I just thought it would be something we would laugh about, like, after, like, remember their faces.
Rachel, the bartender asked me to leave. Okay, that's how bad this was. All right, and I only think you're seeing it from your perspective of that you thought it was funny.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Maybe next time we should flip it and you can be mad at me.
Oh my gosh! No, why aren't you learning from this? There shouldn't be a next time. We should just end this game.
I just don't understand why you have so much aggression. Had you told me before we went into the bar that you were going to yell at me, I might not have agreed to it.
But that was the whole, like, surprise, like improv or whatever.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
You gotta go with it, Sean.
I wasn't angry. I thought, like, oh, this will spice it up. This will be funny.
I just tried to dismiss it as that you were just drunk and that you just didn't know what you were doing, and
I knew exactly what I was doing, and the fact that you were scared means I did one hell of a job.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
We'll give you the Oscar for terrifying me the most. I don't know what you want to hear.
But she does sound fun-loving, and she doesn't sound like she was legit angry.
Yeah,
I wasn't angry at all. I'm so fun. Come on.
Well, then, like, why did you bring up my mother? My relationship. It doesn't make any sense.
No, wait. It was role playing. You like anything's fair game, and we don't even know each other that well. I don't even know your mom. It's fine.
I know. It made me feel weird.
Well, Sean, would you like to go on a date with an Oscar winner? Because we'd like to send you out on a second date with Rachel. We'll pay for it.
To be honest, I don't know if I want to, go out again.
Oh. Is there anything, Rachel, that you could say to him other than yelling at him that could convince Sean to go on another date with you?
Only that I really am a lot of fun, and I heard what you said, and I would not have brought up your mother if we were really, like, together for a long time, so...
For a long time.
Oh my God.
That should make you feel better.
I appreciate the sentiment. And, thank you for hearing me out, but I don't think we should do it.
Okay. Well, Rachel, now do you want to yell at him?
No, I mean, I guess I'm glad that I know what actually happened.
Yeah, maybe no more role-playing on first dates.
Yeah,
or second or third.
Or maybe I just shouldn't date that can't handle it.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to David, please?
Speaking.
Hey, David, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. You ever check out the show?
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. I'm just kind of confused why you guys are calling me right now.
Because somebody emailed us about you, David.
About me?
Yep. Somebody that you recently went out on a date with. Her name is Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah. You probably remember who Amanda is because after your date, she ended up sending you some pretty mean text messages. And then, like, you texted her back that you had lost your phone or something.
Yeah.
Well, she feels really bad about that and wanted us to call you today to see if that's why you're not calling her back.
Man, I had lost my phone for a few days, so I wasn't able to contact her. And I get my phone back, and I get like just a slew of just mean text messages. And that kind of turned me off.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah.
How mean were they?
Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to say them on the radio. They're pretty messed up.
Really?
Really?
Can you give us like a PG-13 version of what was on your phone?
We're taping this right now, too, so you can say it and we'll just beep it out.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I think it'd be really embarrassing to her, so I don't want to kind of put her in that position.
Yeah, but think about this, David. She's the one that emailed us to call you. She's already putting her business out there on the radio. And I really want to know what she texted you. Because she wouldn't even really tell us. She just said it was bad. That was her quote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were really bad.
Was it like the worst thing a woman has ever said to you bad?
I would go ahead and say yes.
Wow.
Come on, David. Just give me one thing that she said.
Fine. 1 second.
I was getting the text message.
Yeah,
No, I like it. Read it word for word. That's good. I don't want it
Saved them on
to
there,
get...
yeah.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
I've got one right here.
You actually saved them, David?
Yeah.
I would. They might be evidence in a court of law someday. You never know.
Of course, I had to save these. They were crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I guess I would keep them too. Just be like, oh, man. So read one of them to us.
Okay, I got one right here. This one says, I'm sick of guys using me and throwing me away like a piece of trash.
Oh. ...
You're an ass.
All right.
Wow.
Here's another one.
Okay.
Just so you know, you're the worst lay I've ever had.
She actually insulted how you were in bed.
Yeah, this is all really up. I mean,
But couldn't you understand she didn't know you'd lost her phone? She was feeling vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable is one thing, but for her to send me these texts saying that I'm an ass, that I treated like trash, and I'm terrible in bed,
Yeah.
that's not vulnerable. That's just crazy.
How many text messages? How many text messages total did you get from her in those 2 days?
Definitely more than 10.
Oh my
gosh.
In
All
2
right.
days?
Wow.
It is understandable, David, why you didn't want to call her back and go out on another date with her.
I haven't even read the worst one yet to you.
Well, since we're putting it all out there, I think it's time to hear that one.
This one is the icing on the cake. Why don't you do the world a favor and chop off your own?
Come on!
Man, she went ham. She went in on you, David.
I know. I'm saying that's completely psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah, David, what would you say back to her if you could say anything to her right now?
Please leave me the hell alone.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna let you say that to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Are you
kidding me? I'm here. I'm right here. I feel really bad. I feel that. Wow. I'm really sorry.
What the?
Yeah, just hearing those back, that's really out of line. For me, it's so out of character for me, and I'm just
over text messages are the same kind of.
Well, I'm just really sorry about it. I don't know. You didn't call me back, and I figured, what the hell, we had a really good night, and I thought it was one of those things where, we have sex and then you're out, you're done. And I was just pissed. That's all. It was just stupid. I shouldn't have sent those bad texts because I didn't know you lost your phone. I just felt like you kind of ditched me. That's all.
I know all of that, but you just have to understand, that was super crazy for me. To get my phone back and to get all that, it kind of threw me through a whirlwind,
Yeah.
Well, you have to know it was super crazy for me. I mean, like we had this great night, we had sex, and then I didn't hear from you. So that felt super crazy. And honestly, I'm saying I'm sorry here. Like, I really am sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry. You know, like, it's like... Man, like, why you don't, like, go on Facebook and send me a Facebook message and say that you lost your phone? Like, that just really sucks. You're like, I just lost my phone. Like, who the loses their phone? Doesn't everyone need their phone all the time?
Amanda, you're doing a bad job apologizing.
Or proving that you're out of character in those text messages.
Well, what the hell? I called you guys for help here.
Yeah.
And I said I was sorry. I said I was really apologetic. Like, can't you understand how this would happen? Like, supposing you go home with someone, you think everything's great, and then
Amanda,
they call you back.
Amanda,
like,
we know. You're right. You're right. You were very upset, but I'm just saying, when you're trying to apologize to him right now, but you're still kind of coming at him like you're mad.
I said I was sorry. What else do I have to do? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Amanda, do you think that, like, maybe you're not in a good place to be sleeping with people on a first date? I mean, because that's just
it didn't feel like a first date because we've been talking on the phone for so long, and like, we really got to know each other, and everything was great. And you have a date, like, who the like 3-day rule? Like, nobody does that anymore. Everybody calls back right away. What the
Amanda.
Wow.
I haven't asked David if he'll go out with you again yet. You've apologized.
I apologize.
Okay. David,
sweet girl.
Amanda is saying sorry to you, and she would like to know if you will go on a second date with her. I will pay for a second date if you'll go out with Amanda again. Will you do it?
What the do you think is so funny? Like, what the hell? Supposing you go home with somebody and nobody calls you back. It's not funny, and you're being such a head anyway with this laughing.
You're a crazy
So I guess you guys aren't going to go out again then, huh?
No way am I going out with that ass again.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Amanda, I appreciate your fire, though. I really do.
Passion.
Yeah, spirit. A lot of spirit.
I'm just tired of going out with these heads who think, I lost my phone. What the